Top 20 Fast Food Worker Interview Questions and Answers. People who work as fast food workers take customer orders for drinks and food. They also assemble items like sandwiches and salads and collect payments and charges for the food. Fast food workers include store associates, crew members, cashiers, team members, and customer service associates. If you apply for this role, you need to prepare for a few questions regarding this field. Answering these questions with the most appropriate response is essential. Read ahead to know each of them. 1. Why are you interested in this role? Tip 1. Mention the skills that allow you to manage activities in the fast food industry. Tip 2. Highlight your personal inclination towards this role. Answer. Growing up, I was always inspired by how functional and seamless fast food places are. The workers know what needs to be done and how to do it, which made me decide to join this industry. I have given a significant part of my life to this industry, where I have acquired immense experience. I, therefore, believe that I can use these for the betterment of your company. 2. What are the roles of a fast food worker? Tip 1. The interviewer wants to know if you understand the roles of a fast food worker. Tip 2. Highlight the roles that you have played in this setting before. Answer. A fast food worker has quite a handful of roles. He or she takes food and drink orders, serves customer, meets and greets the customers, operate cash registers and receive payment from clients in credit card or cash. 3. What are the qualities that fast food workers should possess to be effective? Tip 1. Mention the qualities that you think the company needs. Tip 2. Highlight all the qualities that you possess. Answer. I believe there are a few qualities that every fast food worker must possess. These are excellent customer service, safety consciousness, attention to detail, excellent communication skills, ability to multitask, ability to serve and work fast, and high levels of accuracy when taking orders. 4. What major challenges did you face during your last role? How did you handle it? Tip 1. The interviewer wants to know about some of the things that you find challenging. Tip 2. Mention this part briefly and show that challenges inspire you to be better. Answer. Fast food jobs are some of the most tiring. This was the only challenging factor I faced in my previous role. Being on foot and rushing around to get things done stressed me out a lot at the start. But I took this challenge as a source of motivation to keep working, and I can gladly say that there is no challenge that I cannot handle at the moment. 5. Describe your daily routine as a fast food worker. Tip 1. The interviewer wants to know your routine as a fast food worker. Tip 2. Mention the days you were extra productive and efficient. Answer. Being a fast food worker, I have to be very active and present-minded. In my previous role, I used to start my day by preparing and then cooking the food. I then took orders of foods and drinks and served customers when they started coming. It was also my role to meet and greet the incoming customers and bid farewell to those going. I also operated cash registers and received payments from the customers in credit card or cash. 6. Describe briefly about your fast food experience. Tip 1. The interviewer wants to know if you are ready to take on new challenges. Tip 2. Convince the interviewer that you are highly experienced. Answer. I have been working as a fast food worker, and I love the fact that this role gives so much insight into fast food restaurant. I know how to prepare all types of fast foods ranging from burgers to hot dogs. I also know how to deal with all kinds of clients, including drunk ones. I can proudly say that my years of experience have helped me master this game. 7. What kind of strategies and mindset is required for this role? Explain with example. Tip 1. The interviewer wants to know how interested you are in this role and whether you know what it takes to succeed. Tip 2. Mention the strengths and mindset you use to do this job well. Answer. I believe the best strategy to do this job well is to be active-minded and open to uncertain situations. One must be inclined towards keeping an eye on the customers and giving them the best experience. Even though things may go wrong, an excellent fast food worker should handle these well with the right mindset. 8. What is the biggest challenge that you foresee in this job? Tip 1. Talk about the challenges you see in this job. Be honest. Tip 2. Highlight the factors that you have faced in the previous job too. Answer. I have dealt with several challenges over time. I cannot pinpoint a particular challenge now, but I believe that I have what it takes to overcome any that may be. I am a fast learner and a skilled worker and can, therefore, take on anything along my way. 9. How do you stay motivated at work? Tip 1. Mention your ways to stay motivated at work. It should be non-monetary. Tip 2. Convince the interviewer that you always give your best. Answer. For me, the amount of appreciation that comes from my employer helps me stay motivated at work. The way employers tend to be kind and empathetic towards fast food workers is what I appreciate a lot, and I love having a positive work area. I also love pushing myself and breaking limits. Nothing else gives me that level of satisfaction. 10. Describe a time you failed in this role and the lesson you learned. Tip 1. Be honest in this question. Tip 2. The interviewer wants to know how well you know yourself and whether you are accountable. Answer. I am always open to learning new things and getting new opportunities. This is why I have worked to date to overcome specific challenges and do my job the best way. But once, I suffered a severe setback when I was working and was carrying 3 dishes at a time. I thought I could manage, but I accidentally dropped all of them, messing up the workplace. This was such a low point in my career, but I learned to take it positively. I knew that no matter what happens, all the bad things happen for a good reason. Hence, I improved myself by taking extra care while completing orders. 11. What do you feel about having to work around customers? Tip 1. Customers are an essential part of your job, hence be cautious while answering this one. Tip 2. Highlight your level of comfort while working with customers. Answer. Well, I have learned that customers are essential in the food industry, a food restaurant, and, therefore, 1. I am great at welcoming customers into the restaurant and giving them a warm experience. I make them feel comfortable while choosing what they want to eat and then serve them at the most appropriate timing. 12. What is your favorite part of serving? Tip 1. This is an open question that does not need a specific answer. However, handle it well. Tip 2. Your answer should be warm and show that you actually love your job. Answer. I love it when a customer takes a bit, and his or her face lights up. My favorite part of serving has to be seeing the customer happy and enjoying the meal. This is one of my sources of motivation. 13. What would you do if a customer gets angry and starts throwing things? Tip 1. The interviewer wants to know how you handle a difficult situation. Tip 2. Talk about the ways you have dealt with such a situation in the past. Answer. I believe such a situation, albeit not expected, can happen in a fast food restaurant. I will first try to calm the customer and get everyone out of harm's way. However, if he or she continues, I will be forced to call security or even the police to quell him or her. The most important thing is to keep other customers safe. 14. Talk about a suggestion you gave in your previous job, and it was implemented. Tip 1. The interviewer wants to know how creative you are for this role. Tip 2. Show him that you are actively participating in the restaurant roles. Answer. I believe that things are always improving in restaurants. I always actively took part in giving suggestions and introducing new ways in which the restaurant could work well. Once I suggested that we try giving free candies to kids coming to our restaurant to increase our service's level of warmth. This worked like magic, and with no time, sales were above the roof, and everyone was delighted. 15. Which service is better, fast, or the friendly one? Tip 1. The interviewer wants to know how well you fit in this new role. Tip 2. Mention what your honest idea is. Answer. I believe that both can coexist. You can be both fast and friendly for maximum customer satisfaction. However, if the delay is due to unavoidable circumstances, friendliness will help you convince the customers to wait a little longer. All in all, service needs to be both friendly and fast. 16. How can you bring more customers to our restaurant? Tip 1. The interviewer wants to know if you will be an asset to the organization. Tip 2. Answer this question using your idea of bringing more sales. Answer. I believe that the little things go a long way in bringing customers. Only by being more attentive, smiling warmly, and serving customers well will they tag their friends or colleagues along next time. I always make sure that the restaurant is very tidy and neat. This will let customers keep coming back to us since it gives us a good image. 17. Are you a team player? Tip 1. Answer this one in affirmative. Tip 2. Highlight how you work well within teams. Answer: I have always worked in teams, and the team environment allows me to be better at my work altogether. Being in a group allows more room for growth and learning. You work stress-free, and the right allocation of tasks makes everyone perform them well. 18. Are you flexible with working hours? Tip 1. Answer this with complete honesty. Tip 2. The interviewer wants to know whether you can be available out of your working hours too. Answer: At the moment, I am free to work anytime. However, I will soon start my degree program, which will restrict me to a given schedule. 19. What annoys you in a customer? Tip 1. The interviewer wants to know how lenient you are with clients. Tip 2. Do not refer to any customer as annoying. This may give the impression that you have the wrong attitude. Answer: During my work routine, I have coped with many irritating things done by the customers, and now I can handle most of them. I do not believe that there are annoying customers unless one starts to be abusive and loud. 20. Is there any person you don't want to serve? Tip 1. Your work as a fast food worker is to serve everyone. You should never pick sides. Tip 2. The interviewer wants to know if you are going not to serve a certain type of clients. Answer: As a fast food worker, it is my role to serve all of the customers who enter our restaurant. Hence, I won't take a step back in helping any client. Conclusion: These were a few questions that may be asked in a fast food worker interview. You can either follow the exact answers or use the tips to come up with solutions for these questions.